I told myself that if I didn't do something with my life by the time I became 30, I was
Mm-hmm.
going to just apply for reality TV shows and
Oh,
just do that the rest of my life. like,
that's fair. That's fair.
yeah, but luckily I think I did, I did accomplish some things. So I don't have to do that, although it is still, I
It's
could
still
still
on
do
the
it.
table.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to keep that in on the podcast. We're just going to continue. So, welcome back. We're talking about being 30 because it's my birthday episode. Pew, pew, pew,
Yay! She's 30
pew.
again. And don't ask her
Again,
age because she's 30 again.
30. The answer will be 30
Yeah.
until I've progressed far enough, and then it'll be 35.
That's like I'm
And
in my
then,
20s, okay?
yeah,
You
I'm
don't have
in
to
my
go.
30s.
Yeah, I'm in my 20s. I am almost 30, but I am still living the youth of the 20s here for another month.
Yeah, yeah, I feel like society has given us, particularly like our generation time span, they're like, if you do X, Y, and Z, you will be successful. And then so you're like, well, okay, by the time I'm this age, I will have done this, this, and this. And then that age comes, and you're like, I don't know what the younger version of me was thinking, but absolutely not.
Yeah, not even
No.
close. Not even close.
Yeah, I just like if I stuck to the plan I had, younger me had, I would be married and I would already have at least two children and a dog and a house. And I have none of those things.
Yeah.
Um, I actually can't even afford any of those things unless my husband ends up being really rich. Which Pedro Pascal, Noah Sebastian, at any point in time, when you're ready, I'm ready. But yeah, so I'm turning 30 once again, which is exciting. I honestly, being 30 is still foreign. Like,
hmm
I don't feel that old.
Yeah, it's rough too. And like, I feel like we're like that generation. Well, especially like me personally. I mean, I don't know
Hmm.
about you, but I am like so on the cusp of being like a millennial and a Gen Z that like I
Yeah.
resonate with both. And so like the millennial or like the Gen Z people will say something and then I'll like resonate with it and I'm like, that's crazy. And then like millennials will say something and I'll resonate with it and I'm like, God, I'm so old. Ew, disgusting.
Yeah, yeah, like especially like when your TikTok or your Instagram algorithm is like really on point and then you get both. And you're like, I relate
Yeah.
to that, but I also relate to that because like certain things, especially like on a millennial, anytime they're talking about like Y2K, early 2000s, like anything, music, movies, clothing has been when I've been getting kicked a lot. Because a lot of it's back in fashion, and some of
Which
it
is
should have,
amazing.
some of it should have stayed in the
Yeah.
past. Like the headbands that rip your hair out, those should have stayed or
Yeah, true.
been improved somehow. Because like 0 out of 10, absolutely not. But like in the comments, like the young people will be like, I've never experienced this or I've never had this. You guys are old, and I'm like, listen, we had what a time to be a child, honestly, for our generation.
Mm-hmm.
The internet was new, and like when you say like, oh yeah, I remember before the internet, you're instantly old
Yeah.
in the children's eyes, instantly. Like, I'm sorry, I've never lived without a world without internet. And I'm like, well, good for you. I remember having to go to the library, the public library, and getting encyclopedias and like checking out books, and like I couldn't just like Google things. I had to, and then like there were some things in life that I would rather die than ask out loud, and now you can just Google it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how am I supposed to do my taxes?
And
Google.
now it's getting worse because now we have AI. Oh.
Yeah, AI is crazy. As is Chat GPT. Like, if
Mm-hmm.
you're using Chat GPT, stop. Stop it. Just ask. I didn't think we could get lazier than Googling everything. Chat
But at this point,
GPT
you can
is
just ask
lazier.
TikTok, and somebody on TikTok will have a video about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I literally saw a TikTok, which is probably the most random, but also like TikTok ever. It was this girl. I don't know where. I don't know. She said they were like in her driveway. She found these giant, huge mushrooms. I'm talking like the size of a basketball. And she was like, "Oh, according to Chat GBT, these actually aren't edible, which is really sad because they're huge and that would be really cool." And then I like looked in all of the comments and they were like, "Actually, if you had asked like TikTok or Google, you would know they actually are edible, and I can't believe you threw those away because you asked
You
ChatGPT and ChatGPT
idiot.
lied to you." But also, like ChatGPT will. I was watching this thing that like if you ask it something and it like has the knowledge that you need to be right, it will give you an answer that makes you seem correct.
That's crazy.
But if you say ChatGPT, is that actually true? And they'll be like, actually, no, this is the answer, but that is the answer you wanted to hear. And I'm
Like,
like, wait, I don't need the technology to be people pleasing at this
yeah,
point.
that's crazy.
Stop it.
What the hell? And wasting water?
Yeah, like, and not even like if they had run on like salt water, like ocean water. I mean, we have a lot of that to spare. But it's using our drinking water, which we
Yeah.
don't have because
Yeah, like good
we have
water.
created the technology of ChatGPT and AI, but we don't have the technology to filter salt out of water so we can make it drinking water.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy to me. Like why are we not like making technology that actually makes life better instead of throwing everybody into existential crisis? Because we have things like turning 30 for that.
Yeah.
Like just natural aging. That can throw us into crisis. We don't need technology doing that. This is a very odd birthday episode. We have no plan, and I realized it was my birthday episode, so
Woo!
we're talking about whatever I want to talk about. It's my
Yeah, and
birthday.
you
I
get
do
to
what I want.
listen.
But yeah, so technology is wild. Don't use Chat GPT. If you're gonna give me one thing for my birthday, don't use Chat GPT. Also
Yeah,
like
if you, of anything, if you want to use Chat GPT, just message me and I will text you the wrong answer for something. Okay?
yeah,
Don't use don't use Chat GPT. Just use me.
yeah. Although if you do text Casey, it will not be a prompt response.
Yeah, I'll
Be
reply
3 to 5
in.
business days.
Yeah, I'll text you the wrong answer in a week.
Yeah.
The truth.
Oh gosh. Yeah. But yeah, so ChatGPT is wild. I don't like it. But yeah, don't use that. Also the amount of people that have used ChatGPT to ask them questions like that, you at least in my opinion you would typically ask like another human being. Like I know this one girl who she was using it because she was like texting this guy that she liked,
That's so
and
weird.
she was throwing like she would throw their conversations into ChatGPT and be like, did I answer correctly? Like
That
did
is so
my
weird.
and I'm just like, why? Like just rely on being a human. If they don't like you, if you use ChatGPT to like make yourself perfect, they're not going to actually like you and then your relationship isn't going to work out. Like and like she was like, I'm just using it to reassure myself. And I'm like, but why would you not ask your friends like, "Hey, do you think I answered like
You're not a
well?"
robot.
Like
What the hell's wrong with you?
yeah, yeah. So I was just like, and
Speaking of
then
AI, my
yeah.
dad texted me the other day,
Oh
just like
no.
randomly out of the blue at like 7 o'clock my time. And he said, "Do you have an AI companion?"
You're like,
And I
"No, I
said,
have a cat and a bird."
"Yeah." I said, "No, I actually have real friends and I talk to people." And I said, "Do you even know what AI is? Because why does my dad know that what that is? I don't know. I just feel like old people,
They really need there needs to be an age maximum for AI.
yeah. Also, it's like crazy. Like, okay, I'm gonna go off on a little tangent.
We love that.
Um, but my regional manager came in today and was like, "I bought this online because the ad, which was AI, by the way, I don't know if you've
Oh
seen those like
no.
AI ads where they're just so
Yeah.
obviously like AI, and it was
Mhm.
like this dog like toy that was supposed to like bark like a real dog, and that like it looked like a real dog, and it like obviously was like completely AI. And then
Oh no.
when he got it, it was a like one of those little like ones that you see at the mall where they like
The "Bow,
bark and
bow, bow,"
yeah
and
yeah
then it
yeah yeah
like,
yeah
yeah,
yeah yeah
yeah,
yeah yeah yeah.
yeah.
It was one of those. And I was like, that's crazy because like he's like pretty smart, but then you
Yeah.
fall for I was like, that's like so obviously AI. It's like I don't know. Maybe I'm just like better at catching AI, although sometimes AI dupes me too when it makes me mad.
Yeah, I don't know, I think that just might be, like I feel like maybe when you get older, you just don't like, there's, like, a fog that is like, "Yeah, this is totally fine."
My God.
Your
And then
brain
we're
doesn't go,
screwed.
"Hey" Yeah, oh, yeah, for sure. Your brain doesn't be like, "That's fake, 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 don't buy it," which is kinda funny because, like, coming from the generation that told the like my generation and your generation, like although I guess technically you're still a millennial, but you're on the cusp, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
um that like don't talk to strangers online because it's going to be a weird creepy guy, and I'm like, but you're out here buying AI product and
Yeah.
ordering off of sketchy websites. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Technology. It's really interesting where it's gonna go, I honestly. And like,
Nowhere good if it
yeah,
stays
no,
on the
we're
path it
good,
is now.
which is scary. And
Yeah.
also why like people are like, oh, you don't want kids. And I'm like, no, because this place is really scary and technology is scary. And nowadays people just shove iPads in kids' faces and kids are gonna be
Yeah.
so dumb. Oh my God, I'm so scared,
They
Jamie.
already
Oh,
are.
I
They
know.
literally already are, and it's
I
really
know, and
bad.
it's gonna
Like,
get so much worse.
yeah, if you talk to anybody who's a teacher right now, they're like, I mean, half of them don't even know like, and I'm talking like high school age. Most of them don't know how to like have a signature because they
Yeah, they
never
don't know how to
learned
write
cursive
cursive. Yeah, which is crazy.
or read cursive. A lot of them can't read cursive, and like, honestly though, I think maybe the not reading cursive might be okay because like doctors always like to write in cursive, and you can't ever read anything that they write. So maybe for certain things it'll pan out, but like most of them, and then like at my job, we give a very simple like math test because like if you're going to be a cashier, you should be knowing how to like add money and stuff like that. And quite a few of them don't even like try. They don't even fill it out.
Yeah,
They're just
like
like, I don't know any of this.
kids can't like read clocks either because like it's all digital clocks, so they can't like read a
Yeah.
clock.
To be fair, I struggle with reading clocks and I struggle with military time because
Military time is confusing as shit.
I've never been in a situation where I needed to do that. Like in school, like in the classroom, I did, but like once you got rid of the overhead projector and you just started using a computer and a regular projector, the digital time is always in the bottom right hand corner of your computer. So it was like it wasn't a skill that I had to use super often. Um, it's the police.
Yeah,
Um,
they're coming for me.
Yeah, because you're gonna be
Ugh.
30. But yeah, so it's just like I certain things I get, but I'm just like you weren't taught at least how to. I feel like everybody should know how to write their name in cursive
Yeah.
because then that's how you develop your signature. Because unfortunately, print is really easy to copy, so you could get your identity stolen and all that mumbo jumbo. Um, but yeah, and that's kind of like the hard thing I think too is because we're pretty far into the timeline of Earth. And just like even if you just look at the United States and you don't even look at like other world history, we're a few hundred years in. And so it's like how do you determine what knowledge is essential and what knowledge is not essential? because I
Yeah.
feel like they just keep adding things for the kids to know. So like obviously they have to learn more than we had to learn because it's been an ungodly amount of years
Yeah,
since
way too
we
long. Don't say it out loud.
yeah, since we left high school. Nobody do the math. Do not do the math. Um but so it's like how do you filter out that and then, just the state of how people get paid and how much people get paid. It's terrible. It's a terrible time to be an adult.
It really
And
is.
it is unfortunate for the children that are becoming adults too, because it's still terrible for them.
And
And now we've got, political stuff going on and wars, and it just, as a millennial, can we not do
like I'm
things
just
like
trying to
this
vibe,
anymore?
you know?
Yeah.
I wanted to be an adult so bad, and here I am,
Yeah.
and it sucks.
That it does. It really does. I mean, to be fair, I always wanted to be like a college age kid, and I was lucky enough I got a really good college experience.
Hmm.
A true I always called it like a true college experience because I didn't have to work full time and go to school full time. Um I was fortunate enough that I don't have any like residual loans or anything from that period in my life either. So, it was a good 4 years. And it was only I did it in 4 years. A lot of kids can't do it in 4 years; they do it in five.
Hmm. You did it for the very expensive piece of paper.
I did, which I don't even get. I mean, I get to kind of use it. I get to use the business management side of it, which is the side that my father wanted me to do. I don't get to use the photography slash creative
The
side of it,
fun
which is what
side.
I wanted to do, but whatever. I mean, I do like as a hobby because, like, obviously we do this podcast. I do YouTube channel and I stream and sometimes I create stuff for friends and all that. So I do it in my free time. I just unfortunately don't get paid for it, which is why you should subscribe
Yes.
so that maybe one
Do
day
it.
Casey and I can both get paid to do this because that would be great.
Yes.
Um,
Follow us now.
yes, do it.
Yes. Do
We'll
it
wait.
now. Okay. Did you do it?
Did you do it?
You
How about
better
now?
have done it.
We're gonna check. Just
Also, it's
kidding.
her
We're not.
birthday, so you actually do have to do it. Like, there's actually no way around it.
Mandatory.
Yeah.
Yeah, because here's the thing: you have from my birthday to Casey's birthday to do it.
Yeah.
It's
So,
mandatory in between
yeah.
then.
And if you don't, I'll find you.
Yeah, Dems to rules.
Hmm.
We do make them up here.
Yeah. And we do enforce them hard.
Oh gosh, yeah. Um, but yeah, I took my birthday off this year. I asked for the day off. Which reminds me that I literally did not take a picture of my schedule, so I actually don't know what my schedule is for that week. I know my boss gave me the day off though. Um, but I used to be one of those people that like I didn't take my birthday off. Like when I first started working, I was just like, no, I usually ask for Saturday off.
Hmm.
Um, but no, I took a personal paid day off because it's my birthday and I want to sleep in and play video games and
And
probably eat
chill.
pizza and
Hmm.
have a drink and not go anywhere or talk to anybody. I'm gonna hermit
Yeah.
birthday.
Birthdays are to me, okay, as somebody who's like very much introverted and I hate replying to messages because I get very overwhelmed. Birthdays are
Hmm.
so overwhelming for me because 900 million people are messaging you happy birthday. And like, I feel like if I don't get back to them in a timely manner, then like, if I reply 3 days later, thank you, they're going to be like, what's wrong with you, you weirdo? Um, and so then I just get really, really overwhelmed because I hate replying to everybody. But I
See, we
do,
are
I
the
do.
opposite. We're the
Really?
opposite. Yeah,
Oh, I get so stressed out.
I love getting a ton of birthday messages. And my favorite thing is because my work wives group chat, um, all three of them will spam me with just gifts of Dean Winchester and anything supernatural and Friends and like Pedro Pascal so I will wake up to like 40 messages of just various gifts that say happy birthday and I'm like I love this for me. Um but yeah, I love like everybody went happy birthday. I'm like, oh, thank you. Especially like occasionally, I don't log on my Facebook very often anymore, but I will get the occasional person that I haven't probably talked to in years, but they'll get a happy birthday, and I'm like, oh,
You're like,
thanks.
thanks.
Um,
Yeah, I get very overwhelmed, and then I'm like, I don't want to have to reply to all these people.
so for your birthday, we'll just have everybody send messages to me, and then I'll reply on your behalf.
Yeah, you'd be like,
Thank
she's
you for
busy.
reaching for reaching Casey's desk. She says thank you for all the happy birthdays.
Also,
Um,
I'm going to be at a festival with no cell service,
yeah.
so
So see, you won't even get any. It'll
yeah,
be
and then
great.
I'll just get them all at the end of the night, and then I'll be even more overwhelmed.
Yeah, you'll get them all as soon as you crash into that hotel bed. And you'll be like, gosh dang, I hate this. But see, your phone will probably be dead, so
True.
you'll have a delay anyways. It'll be fine. But yeah, I love birthdays. Although I
Yeah.
don't know, I like going out to eat for my birthday, but I will say I am an avid hater of the wait staff singing happy birthday to me because I
Hmm.
don't know what to do.
Yeah,
Like
you're
I
like,
feel
thanks.
yeah, like and depending on what restaurant you go to, sometimes they give you a birthday dessert for free, and if it's not the one I want, then I feel really bad cuz I'm just like I don't
Also,
like this dessert.
I feel like once you're an adult, you can just like drop the dessert off and say happy birthday. You know, we don't have to make it like a big thing.
Yeah.
When you're a kid,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine, but just, give me the free dessert. That's all I want. And that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, or like you can sing and dance to me if I'm going to get a free shot of
Yeah.
alcohol. Then I understand it because you got to make it worth it for the restaurant. But if I'm just getting a dessert, yeah, just drop that off and be like, "Happy birthday!" Um, I don't need the entire restaurant singing "Happy Birthday" to me ever.
No, please don't.
And then like every time I'm in a situation like that, it's usually with my friends, and then so somebody's always recording, and I'm like, no, that's the one time I do not want to be recorded. Do not record people singing happy birthday to me because I always feel awkward and then I watch the video back and I
Yeah, and it's
am
worse.
awkward. I'm like, no.
So your plans are to do nothing on your birthday?
Yeah, and hopefully I actually when you guys are listening to this, my birthday is tomorrow technically. And hopefully I can actually relax because like the last few days off that I've had, I have like cleaned and reorganized my closet and like knocked out a couple projects and did some editing instead of actually freaking relaxing. So I'm
Hmm.
hoping my goal is to hopefully fingers crossed. I really want to play the new Resident Evil game. Even though technically I haven't played all of the Resident Evil games.
That's okay.
Um, but Travis is like on me. He's like, I need you to play the new Resident Evil game so that I can send you all of the memes because he and I love sending each other um, the Last of Us memes, and then now we've begun the Resident Evil memes. And he's like, I can't send these to you because they're spoilers. And I'm like, okay, okay. Um, so I and he's getting married in May, so I'm just like, I'm gonna have to do it before his wedding. Otherwise, I think he will murder me at his wedding.
Hmm.
So that would be my goal. Also, my brother bought it for his Xbox, so I might steal his Xbox so that I can play Resident Evil and not
For
have to buy it.
free.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel like as his older sister, that's my right is to steal his
Yes.
Xbox.
Hmm. I
I'll be
agree.
like, listen, just go to sleep for your 12 hours that you sleep all the time, and I'll play on the Xbox. Um, but yeah, so I want to be able to sleep in and have my coffee and eat and preferably not change out of my pajamas at all. Um, it's on a Is it a Wednesday this year? So Wednesday or Tuesday. It's a very It's a
A
Wednesday.
Tuesday? Oh.
It's not a Tuesday. This is going up on Tuesday though. It's a Wednesday this year. It's also the week of Easter this year. Um,
What?
yeah, which is it's like a yay and a nay. Because it's gonna be really busy at work,
Oh,
which I don't
yeah.
like. Um,
Yeah.
but I also wish, like, because the company I work for really likes to promote their Christian values, which is fine and dandy. I don't, it doesn't affect me any. But they don't let us leave early on Good Friday or the Saturday before Easter. And I feel like if you're going to promote you being a Christian company, that you should let us leave early. Like it should be
Yeah.
a Easter should be like a legit holiday for this company. And it's not, and it makes me sad. Um, but and I also don't know if I'm working that Friday or Saturday. But yeah, it's a Wednesday, so it's the middle of the week. Maybe I'll stream. I have no idea. I know. And then my general idea was if I don't get sucked into playing Resident Evil all day is to like stream and then just see whoever's online and
Yeah.
be like, "Hey, get on the Fortnite or get on the Rivals or get on whatever I've got going on. Get on the computer."
Get on the
Um
game.
yeah, which actually I need to remember to post that in the Discord to be like, "Hey, everybody should be taking my birthday off as a national holiday, okay?"
Yeah. Sorry, guys,
so
I'm
we
busy.
Yeah, so we can game.
Yeah. Very important holiday here.
Yeah, and they'll be like, "What is it? Oh, it's Jamie's birthday." Who?
It's also
Listen.
April Fool's, so like realistically, it
Yes.
is a holiday. So
Yeah. And if you want to take the first and the second off, the second is Pedro Pascal's birthday, which is truly a national holiday because he is a national treasure.
true.
So just the first and the second of April every year, Jamie and Pedro's birthday. Take it off. Enjoy yourself.
Have a good vacation.
Mm-hmm. I have to decide what kind of cake I'm gonna have. I love me a birthday cake.
I
I
love birthday
remember
cake.
I love cake in general.
Same.
I love Costco birthday cake. Their frosting. I can literally just can I have just the can of frosting? Don't give me
Gimme,
the
gimme,
cake, just give
gimme.
me the can of frosting. But I might get a Costco birthday cake because that sounds delicious. I remember last year cuz I went really fancy with my cake for my 30th. I actually had somebody make it. Like I ordered a cake and I haven't ordered a cake probably since like my 16th birthday.
Hmm.
Like why? I literally and so last year I told my mom I got a pineapple cake mix and vanilla frosting and I was like, "Can you just make this cake for me?" And just like in a pan, the little what is it, 9 by 13 or whatever it is. And we're singing happy birthday and my dad's like, "That's the cake you wanted?" And I was like, "Yeah. It's delicious. What do you mean?"
Yeah. Duh.
Like, I feel like as you get older, it's not that the birthday becomes like less important, it just becomes less flashy, at least for me.
Yeah.
Because when I was younger, I used to like decorating the cake and putting together my goodie bags and getting all my friends over for my birthday and all of that. And it was a lot of fun. And then now, because all of my friends have moved out of state,
I'm sorry.
no, you're not.
I'm
Um,
sorry.
I just like. I mean, maybe one year I'll have a big hoopla, but I'm just turning 30. It's fine. I don't
Yeah.
if 30
Again.
for yeah again. So, it's fine. So I just want to be like, hello, Scarlett. Um, just want to be like left alone and just hang out with my friends. Maybe I'll watch a movie. I don't know. It's very simple. I'm a very simple gal when it comes to stuff like that.
Yes.
Um, but like essentials, like I have to have some form of coffee. I have to have a cake and a birthday meal of some kind, whether that be a
Yeah, like a good
pizza
treat
or
yourself birthday.
yeah, like stuff that you wouldn't like usually get. Like you go, that's kind of expensive, or I had yeah. No, it's my birthday. I'm gonna do what I want.
Scarlett's having a good time over there.
She really is. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I like
How do you
birthdays.
feel turning 30 again?
Um,
What have you learned anything in this
Um, no, I feel like at this point, again, because we have the societal pressure to be at certain places in our lives, and I'm not in any of those
Mhm.
places. It's just like I think I'm in that weird existential crisis part of your 30s, where especially like occasionally I'll get social medias can be either really uplifting or really not uplifting.
Mhm.
But
Oh, yeah.
occasionally I'll get ones that are like by the time you're 27 and I'm like, "Oh, well, I've missed that."
Like,
Like,
never mind.
never mind. I mean, I'm definitely proud of a lot of the stuff I've done. I think that my main existential crisis comes from my like work life because I did not anticipate being a 30-year-old who still works retail and has only ever worked retail.
Mhm.
I think, again, we were fed the unfortunate lie that if you get good grades and you go to college and you graduate, you'll end up with a good job. And that's just not the reality of our world anymore.
Yeah,
Um,
especially now.
Yeah, and so it was just like, oh, and I thought, maybe it'll be a couple of years that'll be hard, and that'll be my retail experience. And I've been at my current job almost 10 years, so it was not a short term job like I wanted it to be. But unfortunately, there hasn't been anything that has been better
Yeah.
because there's always like a caveat. Because like my job is I have like a 30-minute commute. I don't hit traffic most of the time. I don't have to take the freeway, which is nice. I can take the side streets and still get there in half an hour. Um, I've worked there long enough. I now will get 4 weeks of vacation instead of like the two that most jobs offer. They got me. I mean, I had a job through COVID, which was really nice. I know a lot of people can't say that. A lot of people got laid off or their business is closed. I never had to. I mean, I did have to deal with unemployment because they were like subsidizing for COVID and all that, but I never actually have been unemployed. So I am thankful for the job, and I am thankful for the stability of the job, especially because I know a lot of retail places like Joann's just closed, and then like
Mhm.
Bed Bath and Beyond is closed. So like a lot of people have been scrambling for jobs, but the company I work for, we just opened two stores within the last couple of months, and we're looking at opening another two stores in just Southern California, let alone across the country. So we're constantly growing, and the growing pains are awful. But like my goal is just constantly to be out of retail, but unfortunately, I am so far in that every other like I know people are like just start over. It'll be better for you, but it's so hard starting over when you get comfortable where you're at.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. Like, especially when you've been there so long, it's like, oh, starting
Yeah.
over sounds so scary.
Yeah, and it's like it's not even that like I don't like I have a safety net and I would be okay, but I think mentally having to go back to 2 weeks of vacation a year, I think would break me.
Yeah.
Like I literally work for my time off. I've been so like the last few years, this is my tip for anybody. Just use the PPTO time. Use your
Yeah.
sick
Do
time.
you? It's there for a reason.
Hardly anybody uses cuz so the company I work for, you can bank, I think it's technically you can bank 80 hours a year and then get paid out anything you do over 80. I normally end up with about 120 hours of sick pay a year. And they will pay you out, but they will only pay you out so much. So my one of my friends actually did the math. And she's like, you have to take two PPTO days a year in order to get the max amount of money. But I am one of those people, knock on wood, I don't get sick. Like I'm like when I get sick, I may be out for a day or two and then I'm back to work. I don't I don't get sick for 2 weeks every year.
Mhm.
So I just started using it. And literally, not last year, but the year before, I made it my mission to use it whenever I wanted. Somebody says, "Hey, you want to go to a concert today?" Yes. Put my PPTO in. I will not be here the following day and I need this shift for the day before. Hey, you want to, come out for the, go visit Casey for the weekend? I absolutely do. PPTO day. They don't need to know where I'm going. I'm going to be out of town. I will not be reachable. Um, and just use it.
True.
Yeah, just use it. And here's the thing: I avidly used my PPTO that year, and I still got paid out $200. So
Dang.
I kept my my 80 hours that they allowed me, and I still got paid out. So I'm like, okay, so I obviously work way too much for it to matter. So use the PPTO. Take the PPTO days. If your job cannot survive without you for a couple of days, something is wrong there. Also, unless you're the store manager, which Casey is now, um,
Rip.
like that's not your problem. That's
Yeah.
the higher up's problem. Except Kiki,
Unfortunately, it
she
is
is the
my
higher up.
problem. Yes. My circus, my monkeys, unfortunately. Okay.
Yes.
But I
But
do
like,
like
and
my job.
also, yeah, and also like when you use your PPTO, like do it in a respectful way, because I treat it like vacation time, where the second I know I'm gonna need a PPTO day, I put in my request. It is 3 months away. That's fine. Here's my PPTO request. Don't be like, oh well, I'm calling. I understand things come up, and you are gonna call out occasionally. I personally would rather die than call out, but like, just request it. The worst they can say is no, but also typically if you request far enough ahead, why would they say no? Like, if I've had it to where like I've requested PPTO and then it turns out like four other people called out, but like that's not my fault. Like I would never know that. I would never know if people are not going to come to work.
Yeah, I
It's
can't see
not
the
my problem
future.
either. Yeah. So it is what it is. Use the PPTO, do the things you want to do as much as you can, because honestly we're not on this planet for very long.
And enjoy your 20s while you can,
Yeah,
because you're going to be 30
enjoy your
before you know it.
20s. Yeah, although to be fair, with the amount of, I have a lot of friends that are in their like early to mid 20s, and I am sometimes very thankful I am not that age anymore, just from the pure drama that I've had to experience in the last like year. um
Yeah.
but also like I remember like I see a lot of them going through the kind of mid 20s existential crisis, where they're like, oh my, I am not where I'm supposed to be in life. I am not, I haven't done this, I haven't done that, blah blah blah, yada yada. And I'm like, it's okay.
Honestly, and like nowadays, like with the way that like the economy is and the country is, the 30s is the new 20s.
Oh, absolutely. It's
The
like it
30s is where
doesn't,
you really figure things out. I feel
that,
like.
and
I don't
then,
know. I'm not
and
quite there yet. I'm holding on to that 20s just a little bit
yeah,
longer.
20s, I think you're still very carefree and you're still under that umbrella of I'm only in my 20s, it's fine. But honestly,
Yeah.
30s is where you do have a lot figured out. Not everything. Like, I don't have my career figured out, but I have a job. I work full time. I pay my taxes. Like, I have a lot of things figured out, but I also like I know myself, because a lot of people, because I'm single, as a Pringle, I've been single basically since high school. And a lot of people are always like, why don't you date anybody? And I've been on dates, and I've unfortunately been through the trenches of online dating, which I hate. I hate online dating with a passion. Um, but it's just like, I don't, if somebody is not at least at my level, then it's not going to happen. Because
Hmm.
I like, and I've never really been under the delusion that like love conquers all, as much as I would love to believe that. But like, times are going to get tough, and money is a big portion of everybody's life. So it's like, if you don't want to talk about money with me, if you don't want to talk about religion with me, if you don't want to talk about politics with me, then we can't be together. Like, I'm not gonna share my life. I gotta share the whole life, not part of the life with you. Part of the life is reserved for like a lot of like friends and acquaintances and stuff like that. But I'm just like, I want somebody who is going to put the same amount of effort into the relationship that I am. So I feel like in your 30s, you know yourself the best most of the time because you've gone through whatever terribleness you've had to go through in your 20s. You've had to deal
Mhm.
with other terrible 20-year-olds. You've gotten to be a terrible 20-year-old. And now this is you. Like, I feel like whoever you are in your 30s, most of the time is who you're going to be for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah.
You know? Like, I remember a lot of times cuz like my work wives, they're all married. They're all twice my age. um but well, not quite twice my age, but they're a good like 20 plus years older than I am. And uh one of them is always like, "You'll understand when you're married." Like, and I'm like, that whatever you just said, that will never change from me being single to being me being married. Like, I'm not going to bend the knee to that cuz you have to submit. I'm no. That's a like a hard line in the sand for me. Absolutely not. So I just feel like even if you're kind of like a wishy-washy person, once you get to like 30, you're like, this is me. This is what I want. And I feel like you know it a lot more, especially with your friends and your partners. You're like, this is what I want in a relationship. If you can't give it to me, then go away.
Hmm.
Because like I was thinking about it the other day. Like I have like a lot of friends, but the people like because I have friends that are getting married, so I was thinking about people that like I would invite to my wedding, and it is fairly like small, but all of those people that I would invite, I have a close connection to. Um, and so I feel like I have less friendships than I used to have, but I feel like the friendships I have now are deeper friendships, more
Hmm.
meaningful. Um, and like I don't know, 30 is again existential crisis in the work factor of my life.
Yeah.
But I know myself as a person, and I know what I want. And like again, drama that I went through this year, that whole shenanigans, like there were certain things that like it threw me into a spiral because I'm like, I don't pick people like this. Like I don't pick people who get into drama. They get into other drama that doesn't involve me, but I get to hear about, but I don't pick dramatic people. And so it just like it threw me for a loop, and it kind of made me like I had to do the growing even though I shouldn't have had to in this situation.
Hmm.
So it's just one of those things that eh, like I can be friends with anybody at any age, but you do have to remember that sometimes when they're younger, they've never been through something like that, and you're just like, I thought you were like me, but I guess not. But I don't know. 30's odd.
It'll be interesting when I get
Yeah.
there,
Yep. Casey gets to join the club,
but
which is
I'm
very
still young
exciting.
and cool and fun and in my 20s.
You're in your 20s, that's for sure. I don't know
I'm
about the
young
rest of
and
that.
cool and fun and in my 20s for another month at least.
Yep. Yep. You get to hold on to it for a little bit
Just a
longer.
little bit longer.
I don't know. 30, I didn't feel. I don't know. I didn't feel like. First of all, I kept forgetting I was 30. You have 10 years of saying
Yeah.
20 something, and then all of a sudden you got to change to a different
Ugh.
number. But I it wasn't. I don't know. It didn't feel any different for me. I feel like as I get further into my 30s, that's where it feels a bit confusing. Again, a little existential crisis ish. Um, but sometimes, like, good stuff comes out of it. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Strange. If you haven't subscribed by now, you need to subscribe because it's my birthday. Um,
Yay! Happy birthday, Jimmy!
birthday!
Woo!
Woo! Thank you.
Brr, brr, brr,
Um,
brr.
of you. So, but I honestly, if free gifts from me is subscribe to all of my stuff. I'll make sure to link it somewhere. YouTube, this podcast, Instagram. Um, I don't have anything else to add. Casey, do you have anything else to add?
If you don't subscribe, then you're not nice, and you're gonna make Jimmy cry on her birthday, and that's rude. So you better
Yeah.
subscribe.
Better subscribe before I start crying.
Exactly.
Um, but thank you for subscribing. I know at least 3 of you just hit subscribe. I love that for me. But thank you for all the birthday wishes, and we will see you guys in the next episode. So bye.
Bye.